My past is my past.
Why didn't you leave the relationship when you are not attracted to the guy?
I was forcing it. Now they're thinking about settling down. Maybe they have had one scary experience with a demon woman like that. They slept with a woman who had got a snake.
You know how many girls out there that are this happy, but they are going outside to go and collect pennies, and they are still coming back because I cheated in the past. The reason why I cheated in my past, I was in a toxic relationship,
Like
and I just had to find peace outside. Do you understand?
No matter what you do in life, as a woman or a man, that's where you be. You cheat for a past relationship, you go run am again. I don't like you.
Do not tell people, do not judge me by my past, because you have the choice in your hand. The thing there be say your past matter a lot, because like I said before, say me I go judge you.
Because I don't understand. I don't understand.
Here are the prompts we will be discussing in today's episode.
Like I'll say, your past doesn't matter because it's in the past. You cannot say because someone did something in the past means, yeah, it's going to affect their future. I don't know if you understand. See, it's basically in the past, so I feel like it has gone. Do you get
me? See,
Do you understand?
I feel otherwise, because it seems maybe I didn't really, provide more evidence to what I said earlier. See, your past. I said earlier that your past shapes who you become in the future. Yeah, I know how I was brought up, and I vowed that will never be my story. I know the background I came up from, so it's actually that my background that is shaping me, or is kind of motivating me to do more. But let's take it at this. Let's say, for example, somebody that is into prostitution, and you've slept with 100 or 1,000 men, and then when you get to that point whereby, okay, you're about to settle down, then you start visiting churches and the rest of them. But you had all the time to, be moral, be disciplined, but you decided to, while away your time in clubs and the rest of them, and then you're coming to tell the future person that will marry you or whoever will be in a relationship with you that your past does not matter. Your past matters a lot, because number one, the people that you're going to bring forth in the world, how are you going to live? How are you going to kind of should I say tutor them? Because your past is filled with a lot of cobwebs. I think you won't even have anything to refer to when you're talking about your past, and not just that. You sleep with a lot of men, and then you want a saint to come and marry you as a wife and put in the house, and then you come and birth children, and you say your past matters a lot. And as let me tell you, some people will tell you, do not judge me by my past. I will so judge you, because me, I feel like I grew up, I had the chance to, be that indisciplined, and I chose the best route or the good route to follow, and I know how I turned up. So if somebody of different character, I don't care about the person's upbringing, what led to the person the derailing from discipline, but at the same time, I feel like we all have choices to make in life. So you make the one that is suitable for you, and at the long run, do not tell people, do not judge me by my past, because you have the choice in your hand, so you choose the one that you want to choose. So that's basically.
So you just went to relationship wise. So it's a quick question. So you're saying if your partner or if somebody you're with now today cheated in his past relationship, that means the person who cheats in this relationship, that's the future relationship.
There is every
so
likelihood.
basically, you're judging someone because of an action done in the past. So now, let's say, for instance, I cheated because I was in an abusive relationship. That's in the past. And then, I'm in a relationship now where I love this girl so much. I have no intentions of cheating. So you're telling me now that because of I did certain things in the past, I'm still going to do it now in the future.
There's a possibility of you doing it. But at the same time, that mistake you made kind of shaped who you are. You don't want to repeat that mistake again. Yeah? Your past matters. Because if not for that past, you wouldn't have known that, the next relationship that I'm getting into, I don't need to cheat, because it might destroy my relationship.
Can I say something? I think you are coming from the point or the perspective of because I got it right, why didn't every other person get it right? In the sense that you're comparing your own upbringing, knowing that we are over 7 billion people here in the world.
No, I'm not saying you can't make mistakes here.
And you are different, and we all have and you're saying that from your own experience, you had the opportunity to, and you didn't. Therefore, because of that, you're using that as a measuring tool. Because of that, other people should be able to have resisted temptations. But the circumstances that surrounded other people's past does not apply to you. People have different stories, people have different truths, and I just think it's quite insensitive to use one story to judge 7 billion people.
Like,
and then just to wrap up,
okay,
I'm just saying that at the end of the day, we will not be human without our past. We will not be human without mistakes. We will not be human without errors. So it's not a one-time thing. It's not like everybody has one shot to get it right, and when you don't get it right, you are going to be penalized for it. I'm just saying that people make mistakes. People have weaknesses. People have different things, flaws, personality flaws, upbringing as well. There are stories that we don't know their stories. We don't know what they went through. So basically, I'm just saying that we can't use because of that to now judge and say because you did this, you can't change or you can't transform and become a better person.
All right. Should you trust a partner with a cheating past?
My past is my past.
which one is your past?
Should you trust a partner with a cheating past?
Yes. Because I cheated in the past. The reason why I cheated in my past, I was in a toxic relationship.
Like,
and I just had to find peace outside. Do you understand? So you cannot use my thing to
So you want to tell me that you cheated? Can't you just easily exit from that relationship without having?
You think it's easy? You know everybody say leave toxic relationship. You think it's easy?
Are you speaking from experience?
It is like that. This person has not died. You know the person I'm talking about. There's a reason why you cheated. I told you. And for you to do that, you are going to do it again. I told you something. The reason why I cheated was because I was in an abusive. You need to be neutral. See, I was in an abusive relationship. And it's not the reason. Yes, I know that you, my brother, it's not the reason. You know how many girls out there that are happy, but they are going outside to go and collect pennies, and they are still coming to my head like that. No. I'm not cheating. Let me tell you something. I will not agree with you in this one now. I will not agree with you. See, as we be now, should you trust a cheating person? I'm not going to fit. Why would I trust you? The same thing I strongly believe you should get the context of the cheat. You should get the context of the cheat. No reason. There is no one that should know.
Let me say something. I feel like there are some characteristics that make up a cheat. It's either for every cheat, they are mostly liars, okay? There are habits that rely on each other. For you to be a good cheat, you can't be an honest person. Like for me, for instance, if you ask me a question, the first thing that comes to my mind is the truth. I have to now start acting weird. You will see in my face that I'm lying, okay? I have to bring up a lie. What I'm saying is that for a cheat, there are some characteristics that keep them like that. So if they are able to change in the future, they stop telling lies, they are more mature. Now they're thinking about settling down. Maybe they have had one scary experience with a demon woman, like that they slept with woman who turned to snake. So they will now, or they had a pregnancy scare that was so bad that he thought he was going to be a father when he did not have shishi. That type of thing will be able to influence the person to say, okay, is this one woman? Or people that now maybe before they didn't have the understanding, they thought sex was cheap and they would sleep with everybody. But if they had the understanding later on in life that, oh, this thing is spiritual, I don't want to share my body like this, it will actually affect them.
Have you experienced this before?
No.
You have not. And you're talking like this.
Well, you have experienced your own.
I'm not waiting. See, let me tell you something. Wait, let me say something here. See, no matter what you do in life, as a woman or a man, there where you be, you cheat for a past relationship, you go run am again. I don't like you.
See, that's what I'm saying.
That's
my point now.
What if you're not dating your spec?
See, why would you do that? Why would you do that person? He works more with women because it can be that they don't like this guy, but they like him because of his money. So they are in this relationship.
I was with somebody that was not physically attracted to because of
that's you. She's talking about you.
Wait, now let me tell you why. I'm telling you why. It was first his intelligence, okay? Oh God! When you in relationship with me, first First of all, it was the intelligence.
Talk through.
Okay, there are people that are sapiosexual. Me, I'm really attracted to people that are intelligent. And also God-fearing men, people that just have intimate relationship with God, those kind of things. And then apart from that, there are some characteristics. He's someone that really cherishes his mother, his siblings. I think that a man that loves his mom or loves his sisters,
You know, like his money.
We'll be able to calm down.
You know, like you didn't mention that one.
No, you are.
You don't mention that.
But you are sure doing something that is wrong.
No, let him be that. Let him be that.
What I'm trying to say is that I was with someone that I was not physically attracted to, not because of anything, but because of these things that I've mentioned, right? It would have been very easy for me to cheat if I didn't have self-control. So in that situation, if I'm with somebody that I'm now physically attracted to and I'm naturally a loyal person and I have all of these things I'm looking for in that person, I won't cheat.
Hey guys, we're enjoying the video so far. Now will be the perfect time to hit that subscribe button and like the video. We are really hoping to hit 1,000 subscribers before the end of the month. We'll appreciate it if you help us get there. Now, let's get back to the video.
So now, that person you just talked about now, you didn't have interest in other people. At that moment, did you have interest in other people?
No, I didn't.
That's the
I didn't.
See, let me tell you something. Wait, you are lying. See, you are. I think you. Let me tell you this thing for free. Let me tell you this thing for free. You are lying. Because you don't tell me that you say you are not attracted to other people, and yet you are not. No, now.
See, let me tell you.
I was attracted to you without going to cheat.
See, let me tell you something. Yeah? I think this cheating of a thing deals with mindset. You choose if you want to cheat or if you don't want to cheat. For example, I am somebody that is quite loyal when I get into anything relationship. No. I just want you to hear me. Calm down. Calm down. No, I'm not. See, I'm not trying to. I don't know about you guys, but I'm talking from my own part. Calm down.
All of us are wrong about that.
Calm down. See what I'm trying to say here, yeah, is that when I'm in love with you, I am committed. I am committed to you. See, guys, calm down. Now don't like this. Just allow me to talk. You're destroying my teeth. Calm down now. Let me tell you something. Allow me to talk. I'm committed to you because this is basically who I am. I can be so loyal to a fault. Yeah, but at the same time, I think it's the energy that you give me that determines if I am going to stay that loyal to you. Now, somebody I know that has vast knowledge will tell you, don't close your doors. When you give me reasons why I cannot even trust you in that relationship, or you're giving me reasons that, oh, you've cheated in the past, you will see the way I will start detangling or detaching myself from you because of the various attitudes I'm seeing from you. But if it is from that beginning, I say I love you, I am committed to you. But it's now your actions that will now determine if I will stay committed to you. It's not like I am planning on running outside you. But what I'm talking about is like maybe like opening my chats with other guys, chatting with other guys. I mean, engaging them. You understand? Yes, that's what I'm trying to say. So yeah, that's
the kind of side. Wait, let me just say something. I want to talk to this guy. I want to talk to this guy. You hear what she said now? Don't put all your eggs in one basket. My brother.
No, I don't. No. See, don't misconstrue my word. Don't misquote my word. What I said here is that in the beginning, yes, when I see that you're not loyal towards me, there is no point of me being loyal to you.
I feel like some people have the capacity to do that, to not put all their eggs in one basket, but for me, I don't think I have that capacity because I can't even multitask. So there is no way that I will have feelings for somebody and I'll be able to take out of that feelings and show it to somebody. You don't have
to. You don't have to change your feelings towards that person. What I'm trying to say is opening that portal whereby you get to know other persons. Like what our mothers will tell you, that you can actually be in a relationship and you find your husband outside that relationship. So it's kind of, you open up that distant avenue for other people to get to know you, chat with other guys.
I feel like
you never can tell
when you start being emotionally disconnected from a person. That's
I'm talking about when that person started giving you the reasons
then I
to
feel
doubt
like that's
them.
the time to walk away.
Yeah.
Because when you start opening up to other people, it means I'm already cheating. Because if I'm in love with you, I'm emotionally invested in you, okay? I'm not saying what you're saying is wrong. Of course, there are men that are really doing the most, men that are scum, that will use you and dump you after years of investing your life. And why are you looking at me like that? What are you trying to say?
Men are scum.
Whoever the shoe
Some men are scum.
So I'm just saying that.
Okay, some men.
This is a statement. I don't know.
See, they run. You don't say they don't run matter. You know be scum.
Let me ask you a question. Just one question. That's your ex you talked about.
Oh.
That's your ex you talked about. You don't suffer. That's the ex you talked about. That moment you started disconnecting yourself from the guy.
It's hard that said that one. You're saying two different
the guy you talked about now. You talked about an ex that you're not attracted to.
Yes.
So, but you're attracted to his intelligence. What else did you talk about?
The man of God. He loves his mother. My mama is supposed to
He's even all the other things, but you don't like the person as a human being. But you are still there. So I asked you a question before. Were you open to other guys?
I wasn't.
You said no. So why didn't you leave the relationship when you are not attracted to the guy?
I was forcing it. I thought that I could convince myself otherwise. Yes. I thought that I
could. The guy is
she won't change down. She won't change down.
No, the worst thing that you can do is to lie to yourself. And I was lying to myself that, it doesn't matter. Because I was listening to, oh my goodness, I listened to a lot of YouTube messages that would say that physical attraction should be like.
Okay, then listen to YouTube.
It's from credible sources.
See, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something now.
1 minute of silence for you. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
You see that the way Zion ministry go they talk rubbish, and that kind of thing way they talk like this. They don't forgive me for this thing way they talk.
What did I do? I didn't do anything to him. I do nothing. When I saw that I couldn't convince myself, I left.
I said, let me tell you, like I said, I want to tell you this thing for people again. We are open to other guys when you were with you.
Look at you relationship.
Are you just saying the truth now?
We are not in a relationship. I'm not vouching.
Remember.
If I say I do that, we won't beat me.
I'll kiss you now. Now, let me tell you something. See, one thing about the cheating. Which guy one thing I'll tell you, like I said, you should understand the context behind the cheating. If the cheating is for a particular reason, let's say for instance domestic violence, there are a lot of people that are in domestic relationship. That's what I would call it. And
all right, thank you. Partner's past hurts your present relationship.
Your partner's part can hurt the relationship.
Past.
Anyone can hurt the relationship definitely because we are talking about emotional damage. Emotional damage. Let's take it over here. Your partner past can. Your partner past can hurt that relationship.
Yeah, exactly.
Because we're talking about emotional stuff here. We're talking about being emotional, being emotionally intelligent. Do you get me? So if you're talking about the past hurting the relationship, you're talking about what past are we talking about here, first of all? Are you talking about the past of, let's say, body counts, for instance, or the part of, oh my Jesus. Or you're talking about the past of, let's say, like, number of relationships, I don't know. Or maybe there was an event that occurred, she danced, she twerked for Indomie. I don't know if you understand. That one now, I really don't see that thing as something that has any effect. Although it's still past, but it doesn't have any effect. Now, back to the body count here. This is why I said your body, your partner past can hurt a relationship. It can hurt. Doesn't mean it can ruin the relationship. Do you understand? Hurt is a normal feeling. If I'm angry that certain things happen.
But why would you even tell your partner how many persons had something.
So that's
to do
another
with.
question. Do you guys don't think that 100% transparency in relationship is advisable?
See, sorry.
No, you don't.
You said that it can your partner's past or your relationship.
See, let me tell you
it can hurt and it can scatter anything what you do with that person.
It can hurt. See, if you people
You tell them that.
Even when you didn't date a lot of people, there are some people that have retroactive jealousy.
Do you know? For you to be transparent to your marriage, sorry.
Jealousy means that you are just jealous of your partner's ex. So even if the person has dated just 2 people their entire lives, it can still affect the relationship. It's the same thing as somebody that has dated the entire village. When they date somebody, it can still affect the relationship. But what I'm saying now is that there is no relationship that is not threatened by each other's past.
That is why you don't even need to review the past.
It's how
you
they
don't
know about.
See, let me tell you.
What do you mean by you don't review the past? If you later find out, you're the one that is saying this, but if you later find out,
the relationship is transparent.
If you later find out,
Wait.
Oh my
See, that thing you think you're hiding from that your guy or your husband.
Hiding.
Obviously,
they are the ones saying the same thing now. But
don't you think when he finds out?
Imagine you are working on the.
When he finds out, what will you do?
No. So
okay.
Imagine you are working on the.
So when you get to the bridge, you cross it.
Imagine you are walking on the road and somebody calls your husband daddy. Daddy from where? You are trying to reveal. Oh, I did not tell you that this is my son for 15 years ago.
Okay, now
Emeka, not you. But this is my son, Emeka. And you are telling me you should not be 100%. You say 100%.
So let me tell you. I'm not talking about. No, that's not the context I'm talking about. See, let me tell you what I'm talking about. You're sure you've been talking. Make I land. When you are in a relationship and you've slept with maybe like 10 men, you don't have to come to your partner and tell your partner that you've slept with 10 men.
Why?
Why should you?
You should have some shame, dignity.
It's not about shame.
Apart from that, your partner will start seeing you a certain kind of way.
So what you are saying?
That you're kind of loose.
Like
that's how they will begin. No, that's how they will start.
You know it will be worse when he finds out.
Even in marriage.
You know it will be worse when he finds out.
I will send you money.
You will finds out.
I will send you money.
You will finds out.
So wait. Is it that jobless?
So what you are saying now? No. What you are saying now is, babe, I slept with just 4 guys when you slept with 15 guys. And you're like, the 4 guys, let me learn. You said the 4 guys are Emeka, Wisdom.
Why do you keep calling Emeka? See, we don't follow this guy. Why do you keep calling Emeka? Sorry. I want to say something. You said that. Sorry, continue.
Emeka, the 5 guys are Emeka, Wisdom, Emmanuel, and Chidebere.
You don't count Kachi for that.
These 4 guys now are the numbers of guys you told me you have something with. And then all of a sudden,
are you supposed to be telling them their names?
That's another thing. Why do you know their names?
That details is not
sorry.
Jekin land there. See, why I'm saying this now is, when we're talking, and then you tell me, okay, there's how a relationship, a conversation gets intense. And be like, okay, who are the guys? Like, tell me, okay, maybe I might know them. Okay, you say, okay, this is.
Hey, you don't need that.
Yeah, you need to know
that. Okay, you say 4 guys, good and fine. And then you don't tell me names, or you tell me names, for instance, like the names I listed. And then all of a sudden, I later get in contact with a guy called Kachi. And then me and Kachi are talking. And then I'm like, almost see my wife. And then Kachi's like, you mean say you marry this girl? What do you mean by that? This girl where the bank steady for my side. Chill. And I'm like, what's be your name? You get another name? No, you mean Kachi. So you mean say you don't bank, but I'm serious, I don't bank your babe. That's chill.
Okay.
Not taking.
But that is just one person. After they shut me
so later
that is just
one person. You think that man?
So what you will be doing in a relationship is to be gallivanting around looking for who you are.
Things apply to cheating. What if you're a man that you cheated in your past relationship, okay? And then you said rightfully so. Listen to me. That when you cheat in a relationship in the past doesn't mean that you're going to cheat in the future. So now will you come and tell your babe that we know that he's very jealous and might be triggered by that confession that I cheated not once, not twice, but 5 times.
That was in your glory days. In your glory days. Let me tell you something. Wait. In your glory days, you were running matters.
You were on the map.
No, you are not really
anything. I need to do you
You know they do anything.
Tell your wife.
What I'm
See, my brother is sweet.
The person when go marry you, go marry you.
I'm not gonna lie to you. See, I'm not gonna lie to you. See, at the time my girlfriend now say, when I dey school, I don't matter. I don't hide them. I don't matter when I dey school. I don't matter when I dey school. To an extent, there's a moment to change.
Transparency from her that she gets
Yes.
I mean, only the
Later truth can destroy a lot of built relationship, and it has destroyed a lot of built. Do you know what it is? I trusted that okay, I'm dealing with the fact that it's just 10 guys that had sex with my babe, and then later on I found out that there are like 6 more guys that had that shit.
Even our lecturers
Excuse me, hold on.
You have the mentality is this 16 and it's 16.
You know the others.
I don't know. See, I want to relate this. I want to relate this to a prayer point there. If you can tell me that it's just 10 guys you slept with, if you tell me it's 10 guys and you tell me 16 guys, trust me, it's the same amount of energy I used to absorb the both of them. It's the same thing my mom used to say. If you are praying for God, bless me with 1 million, that energy I need to say God bless me with 1 million. You need to say God bless me with 10 million. Because in the ending, you go still pray for that 10 million. So what is the stress?
What I'm trying to say,
I say, okay, he's 16, babe, and he's 16. Anything you want to do about it, but being honest, you're not going to hear any number later on in the future.
See, that person,
it's as simple as that.
person
But you
doesn't
know,
need
can I bring
that
up the
details.
point that when you are being 100% transparent, let me use this from experience, my personal experience. It's not about body count or whatever. It's just about.
See. Okay, I'm talking from experience. Okay, my brother.
She used to come she called boss.
Continue.
About something that happened. There are so many things that can bring the end of a relationship. Maybe you were very stubborn, you don't used to hear word, you were insulting.
She didn't list her character.
Let me just tell you something. Let me tell you something, right? And then I tell you something that happened, something that I feel like is the craziest thing that I've done, in the sense that it maybe was very disrespectful or something like that. And then you are being 100% transparent with this person. You are not having arguments. They say you that insulted your ex's father and mother and said that they were better off dead. They should have used condom. Yes. So I'll give you an example. I'm just saying, in that scenario now, would you encourage that person to be 100% transparent? It's the same thing I'm saying.
Transparency has to do with maturity.
You know, I'm saying
so you know that the person I'm dating, Emeka, is not mature. And now,
you're not to see your
Does your past matter more to you or to others?
It does matter to others, so because as you dey like this, anything wey they do na public. Everything wey they do, even for secrets, go still come out. You go still marry. You go still go for elections, all this stuff, other meetings, that kind of thing. So it matters to others actually, in the sense that if you are just like saying to yourself, this is me, I can change. That I have said to myself that yes, I'm a new person. And you turn out, let's say you are going for an office tomorrow, and you ended up okay, let's say the only thing that disqualified you is that your past. So you see, in this case, it shouldn't just matter to you, it should matter to others, because others, their opinion in this kind of situation matters, because you are not going to get that thing you are looking for at this moment.
You know, some people will tell you that forget about what people think, do whatever you want to do. But at the same time, I feel like it's not like I'm trying to campaign that people's opinion should shape who you are or what you should do. Sometimes, don't give a fuck about what people say, do your thing. But what I'm just going to say here is that so long as you're doing something right, do not care about what people say. But in a situation whereby you're doing something wrong, let me say, for example, now OS you they run, you come they tell people just like what we said before, that your past does not matter. The thing there be say your past matter a lot though, because like I said before, say me I go judge you. Me I go, if I no do am, you no supposed do am, guy. That's what me I gotta say.
See, your past matters to you. I would not say it matters to people. Do you get? Because to me, it matters to you very much because it's you yourself. I don't know if you understand. You are the one that made the mistake, so it's you. The effect is on you. Everything is on you. Do you understand? In as much as it might, to some point, affect other people, it's still you. In the ending, if I put my hand inside the what do they call it fire, is it not me it's affecting? If I, let's say for instance, if I'm an OS, it's my stuff that is, you understand? So it's me. In as much as
probably OS.
The normal husk now.
What God is where?
Husk, like Oscars.
Okay.
Okay. So in the ending, it's still me. Do you get? It's still me that's going to face. If I contact HIV, it's me. It's not you. In as much as you did.
But don't you wait? People are going to talk.
That's people.
It will definitely. It will affect you.
The moment you take out the mentality of people from your life, I feel like people will be able to be more free. Sorry, because that's what a lot of people are scared of. What will they say in the future? What will they say? Do the mistake, have that mistake, and then correct yourself. See, anybody.
There are certain mistakes that you can easily like avoid doing. You'll be like, let me just do it.
There are people out there that are married to OS, like certified hooks. Like they are married and they are enjoying their marriage. So if you say that, okay, if you do a mistake don't see, I'm telling you now, your past matters to you in as much as it matters to others. But it matters to you.
I love the fact that you had to bring others because let me tell you, it just when they say the internet does not forget. Wherever you do that, you don't know who is carrying camera around you. You don't know. Chill now. There's somebody that I know, that she does this online thing where she sends her pictures, her nude pictures around, and she kind of does it secretly, but it got to the open. Now this girl became ashamed of herself, and the way people were talking down on her, the way you can't even come, like, let me say for example, if there's a guy that is interested in her before and hears something about like what happened with her, the person wouldn't even want to come close to her because she already has a tainted past. Do you get, or something that, so I think it matters to others too, in as much as it does not matter to you. It matters to others.
Other people, what you do, but it also matters to you the most. And what I'm going to say is that you choose the people that are in your circle. When you're talking of others, you mentioned the fact that it's popular, like it's out there, it's on the internet. But if you're talking about your family, your loved ones, your spouse, I just think that in as much as nobody is an island and we are all interconnected, what one person does affects the other person. Still, when you are selecting the people that are going to be in your corner, those people should be people that are comfortable with your past. They know the history of what
there are most through. Of them that will still snitch on you.
What you have been through. Those type of people should be the ones that you're allowing.
They feel still snitch on you. I be the thing. It matters.
You see why I'm saying this thing now? People go through depression. Yes, to yourself, you are saying to yourself, if you do I can work on myself, I can, they boast. But let me tell you something. When you go out there tomorrow in the public, maybe you're giving yourself hope, and you hear one or two things from people outside, it will affect you. That's why a lot of people are going through depression now. And some people died from it. You understand? So some people go for therapy. It's not just they just want to. They have the money.
Yeah.
It's because of what
their mental health.
Yes, exactly. For their mental health. So you can't just come out and tell me that.
Their mental health, not the public's mental health.
Okay, calm down first. Listen. That thing will cause your mental health. Normally, you are working on yourself normally, and let's say you were indoors for 1 month working on yourself. You decided to go out for a day, and that same day you went out, you heard awful stories about you, and you came back. That thing you do for past 1 month, that one is gone. You know the reason again.
Exactly. See, apart from that, let me paint this scenario. I go for an interview, and after the whole interview, it went well, and they asked me to drop my Instagram handle or my social media handle. And then I had some awkward things in the past, some things that I pushed out there, even if maybe right now I'm a changed person, but those things never, it was still there in the internet. Now they've gone through my social media page and they found all those things. Do you think they will still employ me?
That's the same thing.
They will not employ me. So at the end of the day, my past matters to others, because it could actually mark you. You get there's advantage, there's disadvantage. In as much as we say you move on from your past,
you see that good name where you but at the same time, thank you tomorrow because of what you did. So it matters a lot.
Who does it affect? Still you.
That is the question, my brother. But at the same time,
but that is the question.
So what people will say about you will equally affect you.
Nobody gives a fuck about what people say about you. The problem there is you. Your past is you is affected. It's not.
If you don't tell yourself the truth,
when I get on,
would you marry a former sex worker?
She's a human.
Let me adjust my glasses.
What is a woman? Oga,
she's human.
Oga, wait. My brother, you say she's a woman.
I didn't say she's a woman. I said
you said she's a human, but because I talk that thing. Let me tell you something. As he be, guy, okay, one
she had sex in the past because she was trying to make money. You don't know what she's trying to do.
They are people making cool money and legit money. Wait.
She was trying to make money.
Let me tell you something. Wait.
That?
If you are trying to defend it like that, let me tell you something, guy. If you are trying to defend her in the case that she's trying to make money, sorry to say this to you. See, in this case, bro, you cannot say that you the question was, would you marry a former sex worker? Bro, in fact, you know what tell me
boys are getting married. And they were doing Yahoo because of money.
No, they say sex workers.
No, I'm trying to do Yahoo.
I cannot even marry a Yahoo guy.
No, there are people, Yahoo boys are getting married.
Will you marry a Yahoo boy?
I cannot marry a Yahoo boy. That's what I'm saying. Yahoo boys, sex workers did that because they didn't have money. Yahoo boys, they did it because they do not have money. So Yahoo boys are
making money. No, tell me that.
Other avenues for you to make money rather than
do you think everybody is as smart and as accessible as you are? Do you think the people have the knowledge? No, I'm not talking about that way. I mean, like, do you think people have the knowledge to access like you have? I mean, the access to knowledge. What is it? Do you think people have the access?
Saying that there are a lot of people that are smart.
Do you think a lot of people have access to knowledge the way you have, or access to opportunities like you have? You can just walk out.
Okay. What will you tell the girl that her mother is encouraging her to go into prostitution?
Or a girl that doesn't have any other option? She's on the
How can you not blame the girl for that? If you
let's say something.
The mothers are the ones that carry these girls and organize them and tell them this is what they should do.
Can I say something?
So will you not blame the girl?
See, make I talk something, yeah? There's this lady that I watch on TikTok, even on Facebook and Instagram. She sells akara. And she carries her hustle with pride. It's akara that she's selling. She said, according to her, she has trained her sisters and her brothers in school. That according to her, that she trained herself in school.
No, I'm telling you now. Do you know what I'm saying?
Apart from that,
you can be that she's saying she's calm. There's not a lot of tension on her, because if there's a lot of tension, it's not a character.
What do you mean that there's not a lot of tension on her?
I'm talking about a doctor told you to bring, let's say, 500k or 1 million naira by tomorrow, and you're telling someone to give you 4 cups of beans and 3
that moment doesn't mean that you are a sex worker. See, do you know what is a
No!
You have sex.
No, that you exchange sex for money. That's what you
have. A reason.
That's what I'm saying.
For that moment.
So sex workers, do you know majority of sex workers don't even enjoy what they are doing?
Let me tell you, for me,
you think it's fun?
Let me tell you, I rather.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Let me say something. I rather yeah, by than sleep. Wait, come on. Any man. I rather with any man. No, I'm serious because he's saying now that he has a reason and it's for the main time. I'm not doing any for the main time, guy.
Let me tell you
because
something.
at the end of the day, now my body is the end that
let me tell you something. Okay, like you mentioned hospital bill. Like now, you have a bill to offset, which is 500k, and you have to do it by tomorrow morning, or nothing will be done on any patient you brought to the hospital.
See, let me tell you.
Wait.
Relax your back.
See, now, and you don't have any means, even that you cannot feed through. You were even 20k in 2 days.
You're not
Wait. Now, and you don't have any other solution.
I don't have it. I have other solutions.
No, that's not what they are saying.
You're painting that. But let me tell you something, yeah? There's something that you guys there's something that you guys wait. There's something that you guys are not adding in this whole thing that you guys are saying. You people don't even believe in the power of miracle. The power, I mean, you guys. I am an RFPGN and I believe anything is possible. Let me tell you something. Once you go down on your knees, don't tell me you don't have other alternatives. There are a lot of alternatives. But if you have exhausted all of them,
by this time on Sunday morning, I need 500k. And that news, if you don't go down on that news, I don't want you to do another work.
See,
go down on that news. Share you're telling me now that
what's important?
I'm saying something is on the line. Something is on the line. I said if you don't bring that 500k, I will kill you. I'm telling you, okay, 1 million, I will kill you. That's your new. Sure, you can go down and wait. NSP India. No. Is that no? No. See, there's some I'm a very strong Christian. There's some cases you don't bring God into. We are talking about in as much as you pray. You cannot tell me that you only pray. Okay, you go down on your knees, you pray. What next? No, go walk.
Sleep with men.
Basically, what you are saying.
Do you know that you can pray, and then you call somebody, on phone. Please, can you help me with this? God has so many avenues of coming through the person.
You know that there are a lot of people that are atheists because they were at their lowest point. They were about to lose a loved one, and they went down on their knees. They prayed, and God still did not answer them. Whether God answers a person or He doesn't answer does not remove Him from being God.
That is why we say you don't question God.
Exactly.
In some cases,
Please. There are people that don't have that orientation that whether God does this thing for me or not, I am going to serve Him. There are people that are still new in Christianity. Maybe this person just converted last week and immediately he started getting hit with temptations. He started seeing things from back to front. He doesn't know that whether God does it or not, that He's sovereign. What he will believe is that, he has a childlike faith. The Bible says that when I was a child, I talked like a child, and he ate milk because he couldn't process solid food, right? Now, as a child, does that Christian know that whether God answer him or He doesn't answer him, that He's still God? What he will be expecting that as long as I knew and I have faith that God will answer him, not knowing that because of the sovereignty of God, God has the authority to not answer you and nothing will happen. Doesn't change it from being God.
Sorry, I have one question for Solex. Have you ever been kidnapped before? By unknown government, have you been kidnapped?
I really love this Pastor Jerry stuff. Bringing it up and saying I'm not done yet.
You're asking me.
I'm not done yet. I'm asking you. I'm not done. Let's finish now.
Have you ever been kidnapped before by a non-government? One. Have you ever been in captive and like in their custody, and you have knelt down, prayed to God to save you?
First of all, Yeah, I've never been.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Wait, calm down. With me right now. But let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I've never been kidnapped because I serve a living God. He can't. He can't. No, calm down. I'm talking about me. I'm talking about me. I know how I want my life to end. I've had that covenant with God that you see normal human beings, they cannot take my life. I'm not trying. No, see what I'm trying to. No, let me try. Let's see what I'm trying to say. No. See what I'm trying to say. I don't know about other persons. I don't know. I don't know. Calm down. I'm not talking about righteousness. I'm talking about the covenant I had with my God. You see, this earth, it will not take me unless I decide that. So there is no form of harm like that kidnapping that will come towards me unless my God permits that. And He cannot permit that.
Wait, I understand you.
I'm trying to tell you that I've not been kidnapped and I will not be kidnapped. No, I'm not trying to say that those people that are kidnapped have. I'm not saying people that are kidnapped are not righteous and they are righteous. I'm not saying anything like that. But I'm talking from my own point of view and from my own belief that nothing like that will happen.
I understand you. And I'm not very for it to happen to you, but go and ask those people that have been in that situation.
Yeah.
In their mind, throughout their stay in the custody of those kidnappers, have been praying. But what brought them out from there? Money. Money. Work. Did the prayer bring them out? No, there are people. Now let me talk about.
There are people that prayer brought out of it. Do you understand? What's that invest? There are people prayer brought out of kidnapping. There are cases. Sorry. Let me just run. There are cases because we didn't clarify anything in this. Because there are cases that people, okay, yes, you got kidnapped and then they let you go because of one mysterious or supernatural wonders that happened and all. That's totally fine.
But
and that is God working.
It's rare, but it happens and that's God working. So, but if we're being realistic here and we are being, normal and natural and acting based on facts, see, when they say something like you have a deadline you're meant to meet, nobody say you should not pray. Pray. If there's any prayer, join that prayer. Pray. Be sincere. Stay strong in the prayer. But look for something that you know that. Go out, walk, look for. Sorry, I'm not.
Yes.
Go out, look for. Not telling me that your whole your whole mind, everything you are doing now is centered around you.
But nobody is saying that.
You're telling God, God is working. You're telling God that
that is not the working God wants you to do. That is no. Understanding what I'm saying. Do people change?
Really change.
Yeah, definitely people change. Like they say,
people don't change.
See, let me tell you something. See, people change actually. Like they say, change is constant. You change to an extent. I will not say you change totally. Like example, sex worker. You change to an extent doesn't mean that you are going to change totally.
No, so that's what I'm trying to say. See, let me tell you what.
It's change constant.
See, let me tell you guys. Yeah, I understand what you're talking about when you say change is constant and blah blah blah. But what I'm still standing on this that people do not change. Rather, it is their perspective that changes. I will cite an example here for you. Somebody that has been maybe a sex worker, and the person got to a point defining a moment in their life whereby things switched up and they felt like, okay, I think this thing it has come to a time I should end whatever I'm doing. But the thing though is that there is still that urge to cheat in they see that urge to go about sleeping with men. They see that urge. The only thing that is there is that they need something that spur them, that will bring them that stimulus response or whatever they call it, that will make them return back to that attitude of theirs. I understand.
Everybody should have time to
see. I feel like when you are doing a certain kind of thing, it's still with you. for example, your values is still in you. If you're a chronic cheat, if you're a liar, or the rest of it's still in you. Your discipline, you're immoral, is still with you. But the thing there is that when you wake up one day and say, I want to make a change, the thing that you might actually change when it comes to lying. But that does not mean that other things, you cheating and the rest of them, it might not change. Most of them said they will even opportunities for people to actually bring out that part of them might have not suffice. Once that opportunity comes up, it will suffice. And people that even let me say, for example, somebody that is hot-tempered, and the person say, okay, right now I'm not going to be from today onwards, I won't be hot-tempered anymore. I'll be calm. I'll make sure that I swallow whatever people dish out to me. See, let me tell you, a point will come whereby somebody will push them to the wall, and that thing they think they've changed about them will still come out. You still see them being that hot temper. You still see them committing acts out of that hot temper that they are. So what I will say, is that people do not change, but their perspective changes.
If you use the example of being angry, in this case, everybody gets angry. Everybody.
I'm talking about hot temper.
Okay, sorry, hot temper.
Yes, hot temper.
Okay. But all are the same now.
No, it's not the same.
Being hot temper
and they'll go to the extent of harming others. Right, that's what me I'm trying to say.
Now there's this. You have been saying this thing that you mentioned that that somebody that lies changes. That was what you say. But you don't believe that somebody that is hot-tempered change.
I did not say anything like that. I'm trying
She's saying that there are some times that you can change in some aspect.
Yes, you change totally. People misuse that word a lot.
I'm going to say that people change, because then if people don't change, they are not humans. They are not human beings. You are not evolving. You are not growing. I'm also going to make a reference to the Bible again. Peter said, when I was a child, I talked like a child. Now that I'm an adult, he's going to speak like an adult and he's going to eat solid food. What that means to me, you are trying to separate perspective from the physical changes that we see in a man. But that's not true, because the perspective, the perception is the man. It is what births the man. It is what you have in your mind that will affect the habits that you have, the decisions that you make, the choices that you make. If you say that you had this ideology that all men are scum, the way you relate with men will be different. You will not be affectionate. You will be hot-tempered. You will deal with them differently. The day that perception changes, that is the day your attitude completely changes. And you are talking about transformation, where transformation and change is an entirely different thing. Where you are saying the entire person transforms.
It's actually, you're pointing everything I'm saying right now, and I love it.
If you transform, it means that the person is perfect. There is no way a human being will not be flawed. There are still some things that the person will be dealing with from their past or trying to improve on. But when we say that change is constant, it means that human beings, we are constantly evolving. It's not as though we are going to come and say, oh, I was a bad and terrible person, now I'm a completely good person. Then you will die, because there's no need for you to be alive.
No, that's what I'm trying to say. When you say you've changed, when you say you've changed, wait, let me just say something. When you say,
have more time to talk.
No, wait, I just want to say something. I think you're saying the same thing that I'm saying. People do not actually change. Their values, their core values stays with them. The only thing is, but what I'm trying to say now is that if something happens, don't just come out and say, I have changed. You have not changed. But say that I used to lie before, but I'm no longer lying. I used to steal before.
What is it called?
Yes, I've changed in that aspect. But don't say I have changed. That thing is a big word.
No.
It's a big word.
It is a word that is, found and is constant with human beings. No. You cannot say that you have not changed. I'm sorry, I'm going to wrap things up.
No, I'm trying to say
that you cannot
be specific. You cannot say that. That's what I'm talking about.
If I was a liar before and I come here and tell you that I have changed and I'm no longer
that you used to lie.
Fine. No, you are
talking that you used to lie. But you changed. Your perspective towards lying changed.
Sorry. I'll just do a quick run through. Do you believe people change?
Yes.
Do you believe people change?
I don't believe people change.
Or no? Do you believe people
yes.
change? So now, back to the conversation we had a few minutes. You guys say you cannot date a cheating partner, but you don't believe the cheating partner changed. Sweet. You don't believe the cheating partner changed.
When did I say that one? I said I believe that you can change.
You had an argument and you like contradicted it to some point, but that's all cool. And you say you don't believe in cheating.
Okay.
No. They call me Cristiano Ronaldo, and then they call bro. They call me what Cristiano Ronaldo. I don't call this boy now. Go where you. I don't call you. I agreed that what people change. Now that is me basically trying to explain something to you guys. When you talk about change, you're talking about what? Not being stagnant. That's what I believe is change. No, if I have the mentality now that sometimes when people are talking, don't talk. Because there was an experience that happened that made me lose an opportunity. Now it's already been in my head that when I see a certain amount of people talking, I don't say a word. Why? Because I've had a trauma or I've had a past experience that made me lose a lot of big things. Do you understand? Now in my head, it has changed my perspective towards talking where people
Thank you.
No. Get me. It has changed my perspective.
Why don't you believe that?
It has changed my perspective towards talking to where people are. You are saying change is only in
For
perspective.
Are
You don't use that.
When you were
separate it. Don't use that word as a body. That's what me I'm saying.
When you were 3 years ago, it's not the same 3 years ago. I mean, it's not the same you now. Are you aware? You changed. There's no meaning of concept or perspective.
No.
Let me tell you something. Change has no.
You can't tell me
I don't
about
like to use the
myself.
F word, but change has no fucking business with only perspective.
No.
See,
He has every
your height
business with
changed.
it.
When I say now, it's only the perspective of your height that
You have changed your height.
You have changed your
I said you should separate.
I'm not telling you that.
That is you changing. I'm trying to define that.
Separate it here.
Don't use that big word change. There is a lot of aspects, there are a lot of avenues that you could say that somebody changed. But in what aspect did they change?
So let's run a quick check. This is the ending. So our office, for instance, our boss changed the table. 1, he has changed that aspect. He changed the chair. 2, he has changed that aspect. He changed the laptop. He has changed that aspect. But he did not change the office itself. So now, if I come to the office and see that there's a new paint, but he didn't change the office. So I cannot say the office has changed.
Well, the perspective of the office that changed.
A joker. The perspective is not one.
I'm talking about people. Don't get me wrong. Don't mix things up.
Change is change, no matter what.
If the perspective of
change is change, but in one way.
Listen to me. If the perspective of what we're
You cannot tell me to listen to you when you're saying what I don't want to hear.
Perspective of change is not just one thing. If the perspective is one, you can say the person changed. If the perspective is more than one, if the person is because I don't understand. Why